Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Live Chat with James. I'm coming to you from the ProPix TV studios here in Vancouver, British Columbia. Once again, we are talking Musk, we are talking Trump, we are talking Gaza and Palestine, Russia, and so much more in this short time that we'll have tonight on the show. But again, if you have any questions or any comments, or even topic ideas that you want to talk about, by all means, throw them up in the comment section, because this is a show where we can chat about anything. And we have the flexibility of being live, so that is the purpose, is to include you in the conversation and to bring us all together to learn from each other, discuss different topics, even if we have opinions that differ on one side of an issue or another. It's always good for a healthy debate and healthy conversation. So again, put it in the comment section if you have something that you would like to talk about. Now, recently, there was actually a petition started in Canada, and that had to do with Elon Musk holding Canadian citizenship, as his mother was born in Saskatchewan here in Canada. That's in the Prairie provinces, and, it seems to be that a lot of people agreed with the petition to strip Elon Musk of his Canadian citizenship, even though it's more symbolic than anything, because we can't actually do that. It is very rare and very difficult for anyone to be stripped of Canadian citizenship, given that his mother was Canadian. But again, the petition itself received over 250,000 signatures from Canadians wanting to cancel Elon's citizenship. So it's very interesting. I think that it makes a very big statement as well when it comes to dealing with the current geopolitical stress that's pressing on Canada and the rest of the world. Now, of course, you've got him as the sidekick to Donald Trump, and whether or not Trump is pulling the strings or if Musk is anybody's guess at this point, because it's more like having a co-presidency or even just a Musk presidency with Donald Trump being the, I would say, window dressing, but believe me, he's far from that. But in any regard, the next question for Canada is that if Elon Musk is a citizen of Canada and he cannot have his citizenship cancelled, there is a good point to be raised that the potential to actually have him charged with treason could be an option. Whether or not the Canadian government and the legal system would go that route is very unlikely, but the potential is there. And that has to do with the simple fact that he is a Canadian citizen. He is working with the United States of America and the administration there to wage a trade war and an economic war on Canada to push Canada into becoming a 51st state. Therefore, he is fighting to break up the sovereignty, to overturn the government, both federally, provincially, and otherwise within the government of Canada, the provinces from coast to coast to coast, and the territories. So again, this is, more than just a freedom of speech issue. This is where he is actively taking a part in trying to force Canada into submission of becoming a 51st state of the United States of America. So that should be very, very concerning to a lot of people, especially when you look at the fact that Elon Musk is still in control of his corporations and still being paid by those same corporations in which he is supposed to be representing, but he should be at arm's length, being that he is considered a part of the administration for the government of the United States of America. To move that even a step further, he has access to sensitive and what should be restricted information about the government of Canada, as well as citizens of Canada, through his Doge department that has carte blanche on all of the different databases within the government of the United States. Now, this is very concerning because, of course, he not only has access to personal data on Canadians who have filed cross-border or dual tax returns, if they have enjoyed the benefits of the tax treaties with the United States, not just Canada, but elsewhere. If they have the tax treaties and utilize the W-8 system or others, then Musk also has information or access to that information, which is a contradiction of the treaty process and the guaranteed protection of privacy and protection of that data. And that is very concerning when you consider that it is now in the hands of him and his junior little wannabe agents of the Doge department. Now, this is very concerning as well because it gives him access to filings and confidential tax and other information, not only on citizens, but of corporations and companies and high value targets in his world of business. And that is very concerning because it is corporate espionage at some point that he could use that information to go after his competitors or any other person or corporation that challenges him or upsets him on any given day of the week. And that again is not why we have tax treaties with the United States, to allow the exploitation of our data and personal information to Elon Musk, the Doge team, or any other private entity and person. So again, that all brings to fruition whether or not Elon Musk should, instead of being forced to give up Canadian citizenship, instead have him charged with treason for acting against the interests of Canada, trying to overthrow the government and force Canada into submission of becoming a 51st state. If you agree with that, I encourage you to go to change.org/arrest_Musk. And again, that is change.org/arrest_Musk. And sign the petition. I think that it is a very, very important step to take, even if it, again, is just symbolic, to really send a clear message that this is not an acceptable way of political negotiations or any other practice of business, government, and the breach of our security and our sovereignty. So again, I encourage you to step up, get involved, and make your voice heard. Now, speaking of having voices heard, let's take a look here. Sorry, I'll move. I just realized I'm blocking myself with that window there. Let's take a look here at another issue. Now, this was last night. Donald Trump posted this online and is promoting the Trump Gaza. Now, he's promoting a resort community. He wants to force the Palestinians and everyone out of Gaza, turn it into a beachfront resort with statues, golden statues that is, of Donald Trump. And of course, his ego doesn't stop there. He wants to have the Trump resorts. He wants to have Trump Gaza. He wants to have people carrying balloons with his face. He is seen dancing with other women that are not his wife. He's also, interestingly enough, at the end of the video, sitting with Benjamin Netanyahu poolside, drinking a beer for a guy that claims that he doesn't drink and never has. I just thought that even though it was the use of AI that put that in there, of course, it is very interesting that he's pushing this. Now, I think that it is not only insensitive, but I think that it shows his true intentions. And the fact that, of course, his puppet master, Elon Musk, is in the video as well, as that rains down money on him. There's dollar bills flying everywhere, making it rain over Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is also in there eating Middle Eastern foods and, just thinking this is a big joke. We're talking about a holy land for a lot of people, a cultural significance of that region. We're talking about a land that has seen so much bloodshed and death over the years. And Donald Trump wants to go in and just force everybody out, send them to other countries so that he can build his resort. Now, let's face facts. It probably wouldn't last more than 5 or 10 years because we know he would bankrupt the whole damn resort of Gaza. But at the end of the day, it's about what the President of the United States of America is putting out there. I mean, it is disgusting. It should be impeachable. It should be just against human rights issues that he is doing this. He is basically advertising for the future of the Trump resorts in Gaza. And that is a major issue. Further to that, utilizing the office of the presidency of the United States to push Trump businesses, period. The Trump resorts worldwide and the Trump organization. I mean, by putting the Trump brand in there, he is using the office of the United States and this video to not only degrade people and to push out people of Gaza and the Palestinians and, even disrespecting Israel. In my opinion, he's disrespecting the entire Middle East with this commercial that he put out on social media last night. So let's actually play this commercial for you to see it in its entirety. Again, I think that you'll be as disgusted as I was when I saw it. And I just can't believe that they allowed this for the president to post this, that any American president or any world leader to post this after so much bloodshed and tears. I mean, I just can't even explain in words how disgusting I think this is.
Donald's coming to set you free, bringing the light for all to see. No more tunnels, no more fear. Trump Gaza is finally here. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza #1. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza #1.